Hey guys, how's it going? Back online June 23rd. Actually, I'm online, but the server I brought offline. It's getting dark, so that's good. Just over at Folkestone there. I don't know, we were watching something earlier. But, so I'm going to start putting some of these ideas into practice. I figured the best way to do it, though, is to take the server down and run a few things, because I'm going to go in and out and try a few different things. So what I want to do is, in order to start these dummy industries, I want to be able to I'm not too sure how I want to group them yet. There's a lot of ways I could do it, but all right. So let's look over here. So we do have some stuff that goes up that way. We got stuff that goes up to Fitzgerald. I'm just trying to remember. Well, anything that goes through Savannah, or anything basically that stops at Savannah, goes up this way. So I'm going to take a look at a few things here. I think I want to go to, say, a Ludowiki. Actually, I'll do the easy one. I'm going to do Callahan. I'll do Callahan first. So for Callahan, we want to go down here. If that's the way we want to go. Yep. Something lit up the Callahan? I just don't remember seeing the double green, at least there. I guess there's an approach signal. I never noticed that. Why would there be a double green then on approach to it? Yeah, well, whatever. Okay. So we'll start with the dummy industries. Now, all you need is like one piece of track. You don't need anything. It has to have an actual piece of track. And what we want to do, so I'm going to open up the sheets. So when I go over into logistics, we've got these tags here. Now, I don't think I can do more than one industry, and I'll tell you why. I'm going to create an industry for each one of these for now, and we'll adjust them as we go through. But we'll start with them. I got to be careful. There's something that I gotta watch out for, and that was one of these industries. Where is it? This Manchester. So Manchester, Georgia is MAN, but it conflicts with another industry. So I may want to call it MGA. as opposed to MAN, because it does conflict with an industry. Let me just see this here. So if I go into the industry configurations, you'll see somewhere along here. Okay, tell me, you're going to call me a liar? Well, let's just do a Control F and we will look for... Well, that's not what I want. I want to find the industry. Alright, so let's try it this way. Yeah, see, I have a man already. That doesn't sound right, but anyways. I got a man already. So John's Manville, I guess, is an industry. In order to better deal with this, I think I'm going to change this industry. So what I'll do, I'm going to select all. Let's try something different here. John's Manville, it's called. So let's transport over to there. Alright. So I guess John's Manville is in here. Destinations. Mileposts. No, we don't want that. No, we don't want that either. There we go. Okay, so we don't have anything. Oh, we got one car in there, but it's already tagged. So we want to change this man instead of, we'll keep Manchester as MAN. I don't know if we want to do that or not. I think we do, only because it's a pain in the ass to change all the other tags. So maybe I will call it something like JMV. How about that? That sounds like a plan. So over here, we will call this JMV instead. And we will save it. So see, now it's JMV. And any train that has cars for John or Manville is going to be called MAN. Just to be sure, I'm going to put a post on that. I don't know where John's Manville comes out of. What local does run that? So A759. So if I go into this is going to be called JMV, and then I go into we'll go with the Waycross matrix. Shoot, what train was that again? I think it was 759. Yeah. So 759 belongs to Jacksonville. So what I do there is I put the following. and I go to Jacksonville Terminal. All right, so that takes care of that. So now we've got that out of the way. We don't have to worry about that now. So that's in Jacksonville there. Wow, that's a lot of trains. Let's head on back over to Callahan, like we were going to before. Where I want to go? Yep. All right. The train. Oh, it keeps going. That's even better. All right. So again, I'm going to go into the new industry. I'm going to get out of Discord. Save myself some resources. And I'm going to start listing all of these off. I'm going to try 2 industries. I got a funny feeling I'm going to have a different code for each. So what I may do is have the tag so if you have a tag for, say, a Baldwin, it may be set up to go to Baldwin and Baldwin 2, which is okay because anything for Baldwin or Baldwin 2 will go to Baldwin. So it's not a problem. But let me try that anyways and see what happens. So we go new industry. And we edit the track. So it looks like we're going to get a big track. Which kind of sucks. I always like the smaller tracks. But it is at the end, so chances are it's... Number one, it's coming from that location, so chances... That's why you want to have it from the location it's coming from. So there shouldn't be any cars for Baldwin coming from Baldwin. So we want to go there. Oh, click on it. Edit the industry. Edit the tracks. Okay, that's fine. Edit the industry again. Oh, name right here. It's been a while. Or it's been a little while. So the local freight symbol, it's kind of weird. Because the local freight symbol is something you can use that would give you an idea as to, you know, what goes down to Baldwin. Well, Baldwin can go anywhere. Really doesn't matter, you know, which one you're calling up, per se, and you wouldn't want to have it that way. So I'm going to try without a local symbol just to see how it works. We're going to try Baldwin first. Now the process car and blocks, tempting. I could try it and see how it goes. Because I don't normally use that, but that may actually work. So local freight symbol I'm not going to put. So anything that's going to Baldwin, let's say. So we've got two sets here. And I'm just using this as an example. So we're gonna work on a few different sets here. So Baldwin, let's say, and it sees process tag to choose from. So this is after it's processed. We don't care, but we have to have something in it. It's got to have some name in it, or else it won't save. I mean, you could try it, but I don't think it's going to work. So normally you have to have a tag before this accepts. So some of the things that we know for sure, we don't know acid, auto rack cars. Really, we already have auto trains going down there. I don't think we need to do anything more with that. The ballast hoppers, let's say we're going to... I really want to have one that does loads and one that does empties. So we'll use BLD at first. So in this case, we're gonna take. I don't know about acid. Does acid go both ways? I don't know. This is where I'm not too sure. Auto racks, I'm not worried about. So for here, we say we basically go with junk. We don't care about the hours of the capacity. We do care about, but that'll get more into what I call weighting, weights. So how much weight you give certain cars. So you have the capacity of the industries. You have the capacity of the fake industries. The fake industries is what draws your through traffic. So you put the word junk in here, this comes into play. If you don't do it, say I didn't do it, and I backed that out, and I just kept everything as one and everything is empty. So let's say this does all empties. We're gonna use this one as empties, and we'll use the other ones as loads. So if this does all empties, now there's filters you can do on these as well too. So it gets really interesting. You can filter the car types by the industries. You can't do that with through traffic, but you can do it with this. So, for example, if I was to filter the acid tank car, you can see I can include yet. I never noticed that before. Freaking John. Oh, cripe. So anyways, I can use some filters. So, like for the auto rack cars. This is actually really cool. Actually, this is a treasure chest for my AEI stuff. Because now I get to see the full car names. This is everything that it is capable of doing. For example, wood chip hoppers. I don't have those. I haven't bought those yet, but I get to see them. I could add them in and have some fun with them. But right now, I'm not going to worry about the filters. Acid, I don't know what to do. Let's see if anybody has an idea about acid. Acid coming in and out of Florida. Hey, Switcher. Yeah. So yeah, we're okay with that. So auto rack car, I'm not gonna worry about Amtrak auto. I can filter that. It's just gonna. There's just the two types, whatever. Ballast empties, not really. I mean, there can be some. Box cars, yeah, we want to have all that, but let's just go with the empties at this. I'm gonna say, do you want to process cars in blocks? Coming out of Baldwin, it comes out of different industries. I'll tell you what, I'll keep that as no, but I may play around with this and see what it looks like at some point. I won't put local freight symbol. I'm going to go ahead and add this industry. It won't let me. So, it's looking for something on here. Wood chip hoppers, I don't have. Well cars, I don't want to do those. 2-bay covered hoppers. I'm just going to put. I'm going to put a tag of Y. So tank cars, refrigerator cars. Yeah, they're going to be. Actually, I don't want to have any loaded refrigerator, or I don't want to have empty reefers coming out of here. Plastic pellet hoppers, I don't have those at the moment. Piggybacks, no. Open hoppers, no. Gondolas, sure. Coil cars, yes. Covered hoppers, yes. Bulkhead flats, yes. Box of auto parts, empties, no. Boxcars, definitely. Beth Guns, I don't know if we're doing that kind of thing. I haven't been doing hoppers, so I doubt that. Same with ballast, auto rack, acid. Acid, I'm not too sure. I'll go both ways, with the majority going this way, but I really don't know. So now I've got all those in there. So let's try to add this industry. Still not letting me do it. It needs something. So if I edit the tracks again, let me see that. It's missing something. So it wants this. I'm almost certain of that it wants that particular local freight symbol. Of course, it's not a local that serves it. So what you're doing is you're creating a fake industry in Baldwin that uses that. I can try a few different things. So if I was to do let's just say I'm gonna put a 0 in there. Or do I want to put I didn't like that. 0? Let's just put a 0 in there and see how that likes that. Still not liking that, huh? So what is it that it's calling for? Does it need that? Does it need at least 3 letters? Is that what it needs? It could be. Because I've used the word junk before. Let's try this. No! Alright, what am I doing here? Okay. Tracks are assigned. I don't know what that means. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. Tracks are assigned. No tracks assigned. Okay, so that one, then I go back to this. See, now it says tracks are assigned. So I use the name BLD. Am I missing a symbol name or something? Or a name of the industry? Tracks are assigned. Well, I'll tell you what. Cancel new industry. So I canceled it. I'm going to go down to another industry, like John's Manville, for example. Oh, I see. Okay, so you gotta put the tag into here. That's why it wasn't working. So you have the name here. Okay, so that's how that works. And of course, I have the JMV right there. So, and then here's where all the tags work. So, even though they have numbers, this is the only one that it's yeah, that's the only one it's going to work on. So let's go ahead and new industry this again. I'm going to go ahead and edit the tracks. I'm going to save. Hello? I went to that side this time. We want to edit the industry. Okay. So we're going to call this Baldwin this time. I'm going to skip the local freight symbol. I don't want to put that in there. I even want to hopefully be able to do 2 of these and keep the same symbol. I haven't tried that yet. Under the various types, you can see I've already got some blues showing up, and I think that's from before. Refrigerators, yeah, they look like all the types of cars that I was trying to do. So here I'm going to just put the letter Y again. Y, Y, Y. Of course. Whoops. Yeah, we lost them all as soon as I did that. Alright, well, we'll find them all. We're not going to use any filters. We're just going to let them spit out what we want. No auto rack cars, no Amtrak auto rack. Ballast. We want loads coming out. Beth Gons, open Gons, all that other stuff. We don't want that. Center beam flats, yes. We definitely want empties coming out of that. Covered hoppers, yes. Coil cars, yeah, we want empties coming out of that. Gondolas, yes. Open hoppers, no. Reefer cars, no, because we want to have loaded reefers on there. So we want to have the ballast and all other stuff coming out of there. 2-bay covered, sure. Excuse me. Tank cars for sure. Oops, doesn't matter what letter I have here. Those things are never going to matter because those are what comes on. Well, wood chip hoppers, no. Plastic pellet hoppers, I don't have those, so I'm going to leave those alone for now on the server. At some point I may do that, may add that. I'm going to try to add this industry now and see if it likes it. No, it still wants this. So I'm going to go with an X. Or I can go Q. How about a Q? As in a Q train. Does it like this? I think it saved it. Now, will it allow me to save it? Okay, see how it went off? It won't let me do that. Oh, wait a minute. Can I save this? No, it's the saving. We've already added the industry. It won't let me add another one. So, Q. That's saved. Now, what I can do from here is I should be able to do a second Baldwin. I don't know if I can use the same tag. That'll be interesting. If I can, then that's a bonus. So we go Baldwin 2. So it's gonna have the Q on site. I'm gonna leave BLD in there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna load these up. So we want that ballast hopper. Yeah, we want to load those up. Beth guns. I don't know if I even have those. I'm going to leave the Beth guns alone because I don't even know if I have those, to be quite honest. I have to look in. I'll have to see if I have those. Box cars, yes. Auto parts. I don't know why I had auto parts, empty auto parts coming out of here anyways. That was dumb. I'll have to get rid of that. I don't think there's any auto parts that come down here, personally. I could be wrong, but those are the type of answers that I need. Bulkhead flats, definitely we want loads. Sorry, center beam flats, definitely we want loads. Covered hoppers, sure. Coil cars. Okay, hold on a second here. Center beam flats, we do not want loads. I don't know what I was thinking. So, covered hoppers is fine. Coil cars, no. We don't want loaded coil coming from here. Gondolas are fine. Now, open hoppers, yeah, we want to have those, but we want to see what is in here. Here, we're going to filter them. So this is where it gets good. So these are all your coal stuff. And honestly, I'm going to stay away from it because I don't know what comes into those. So I'm going to stay out of there. I don't want any. I know there's one that has a rock or something in it, but I'll leave it alone. I have to look into those cars a little bit more in detail, but for now, just to get us going, this is going to give us a... Basically, this is going to give us the ability to... I don't know if we can template it, but we'll see. We'll see what we can do. There was something else that I wanted to do on this one. Bethgons, yeah, we wasn't too sure about that. So, ballast hopper, yes. Acid, yes. I'm not too sure about the acid part, but bulkhead flats, yeah. Covered hoppers, center beams, no. Coil, no. Gondolas, yes. Open hopper, no. Passenger cars, piggyback flats, no. Refrigerator, there we go. So we haven't gone down here yet. Okay. So we want that, and 2 bay covered. Okay. So now it's called Baldwin 2. And I think I can add this industry. Did it allow it? Oh, it did. Ah, okay. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. That's Baldwin 2. Alright, so if that's the case, then for this, I have to call this BLD2. And if I save that, okay, now we're okay. So that one we call Baldwin 2. I already screwed up my Baldwin 1. So if I click add this industry afterwards, I might be able to get away with this. Let's see. See, it's not letting me do anything other than modify. So if I go like that and save it, see that changes that to that. So I can't really template it. I don't think that is going to work if I go like that. No. So I have to create a new one every time. So we'll call that Baldwin 2. We'll call that Baldwin 2. We'll call that there, like that. And we'll save that. So you can see Baldwin 2 is there. Now you can put as many industries on one track as you want. That's no problem. We'll go ahead and we'll do that in a second here. But for now, oh, there's Mike. You need the incoming tag, yeah. See, sorry, Mike, I wasn't watching the chat. Tracks assigned, yes. Needs. I use the train for through as local symbol. Yeah, the problem is Baldwin has many trains that work Baldwin. So I just decided to use the letter Q on it because there's many trains that work Baldwin. The other ones, yeah, I can get away with it. Still need a symbol. None works for incoming tag. I'm just reading what you got here. Oh, I've done the entire receiving yard too. And then I used like passenger cars as the industry because there would never be a passenger car in there. And then just put it as junk. When setting up AI spawn trains, I just have the tags as default. This way, when train ends, the yard waits 2 hours and yeah. Oh, I know what you mean. Anyways, I gotta get off the chat here. So tracks are assigned. Yeah, so that's the outgoing, incoming. You mean incoming tag here? So when you say incoming tag, this is what you're talking about, the local freight symbol. So if I have the word none, does it just allow BLD2? I mean, I know it's going to do it anyways. Local freight symbol, is that what you mean by incoming? I'm just curious if you mean it that way. Because if so, because you need it, because if I take it out, so if I use none, is it gonna tag it like none space BLD2? And it doesn't matter. But I'm just curious if it knows to skip it by. I could do a space. No, I can't. It's too smart. Can you do? Nah, you wouldn't be able to do. A bunch of commas, but that doesn't matter anyways. I wouldn't want to do that. Well, I could certainly test it. Yeah, there's a train coming down here. I was like, yeah, it's getting bright. So I can hit none for now. It doesn't matter. I can come back to this. Okay, so I'll save that up. I'll check your chat there. No, I don't have a response on that one. Okay. So what we can do is I'm going to go ahead and shift 4 for this one. And just out of curiosity, I want to do a test train to see how it looks. So let's go ahead and I think is Bolin free right now? Let's see. It's not going to be free for long. But Ludowiski is fine. So I can do it from there. Let's go to Ludowiski then. Oh, I still got trains coming in from Ludowiski? That was a mistake. Why the hell did I put those in there? I can't believe I didn't put those in there. Oh, God. First of all, let me minimize those. That was a mistake. I thought I took those out, but let's go back to logistics for a second. Q409, 491, 409, 491, 693. 409, Q491, Q693. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add a train. We'll call it test. And we are going to go ahead and use, we're going to tag them for industries. We're going to go ahead and, now of course Bostwick shows up. So we're just going to do, say, one of the industries, A753. I don't know how much 753's got, but actually I know 799 has a lot. Which may really reduce Bostwick, so maybe I'll go with 753. Okay. I think I'm going the right way. Again, I don't know. I don't see the signal. No, I was going the wrong way. Okay, so there's all the 753 stuff. Well, that's interesting. Is that what I called it? Oh, I see. Okay, okay, hold on a second here. What do I call it, Boss? Oh, I call it Boswick, you idiot. Baldwin. I'm looking at it, I was like, what the hell is that train? There. Okay, let's try that again. I don't know why I called it for Bostwick. I wasn't even thinking. The one I wanted was Baldwin. Oh, but see, this is the train. It's done. So that's the local. Okay, we don't want that. But anyways, yeah, we want it. We want to definitely identify it with something. So none's going to be it. So there's your 753s. Okay. So as you can see, we're getting empties that we're going to load. Gotta think about that one for a second. Yeah, empty reefers. So yeah, I don't want that that none Baldwin. Now I could easily change that over to. I'm just trying to think of. There's a lot of ways you can put it. I could put it on the source train as well. The problem is I would have to have. So let me just think about this one for a second. Everything else is fine. They all say BLD2, which is fine. I knew they would do that, and I can't change that. So I'm still learning this myself again, or relearning it. Let's see what I see. When setting up, okay, got that. No, the BLD2. The BLD2 will be none. But I want it. No, I definitely want it to have the BLD part into it, unless. Unless I was to put the other side, like had it like that's the industry. The other none is the train. A freight symbol is the actual train ID. Yeah. But the thing is, like I said before, that is okay. The actual train of coming in. So because I'm going to only have it come in on one train, I could use that as a symbol instead. So that's a possibility because I haven't assigned it yet. So the train is test right now until we put it into. So it's part of the train test, which is fine. It can be that, because this is the one it's going to read, and the hump controller will read the BLD portion as far as I'm aware. So it'll read that no problem. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start this with Baldwin again. We'll start this with Baldwin. This is actually Baldwin, the empties, and then, or sorry, the empties that turn into loads. So, empty acid car. Empty ballast car. Empty box car. Bulkhead flat. Empty gondola. Empty reefer tank. All that other stuff. Just trying to think of what was the one type that we had that we didn't want to have going the other way, which I don't think we did have, but I'm just trying to think here. Acid tank. I think everything else would come back the other way, but I'm not positive on that one. Bethgon's not sure. Bulkhead flat, sure. It's a center beam. The center beam would be either the center beam flat would be empty or load. So really the center beam. Oh, I see. Okay. Wait a minute. Hang on a second here. All that matters here is what's coming down. Like what is Baldwin demanding? So I don't have center beam flats. So if I was to do, they're demanding loads, then of course, that makes more sense. So it's only one way, not two way. I think that makes sense. So this is okay. These are all empties coming in. I'm just trying to get my bearings on this. So empty reefer. So everything's okay here. So we'll call that Baldwin. See, and I have to call it. What I'll do, I'm going to try something else here. Just bear with me for a second. I'm going to try something else. I don't know if Alt, what? Will that Alt F1 go when I'm in here? I don't think it will. Alt F1. No, it doesn't. It cancels itself out. But that's okay. We can. I can get the notepad and do things this way. So let's go ahead and cancel the new industry. So I'm gonna try something with Florida real quick. Notepad. Okay. So the main one is acid load, ballast load, box load, bulkhead load, okay, here we go. Come on, let me have that. So bulkhead load, covered hopper load, gondola load, okay. Now for empties. So for empties we want to, let me just plop this a little bit here. Give myself a little bit of room. So this will be the number 2. So acid, yes. Ballast, oh no, okay. Ballast we're not having. Ballast is only one way. I mean, it can be the other way, but we're not going to do that. So, box would do empty. Bulkhead, I don't mind going both ways. I mean, I could get specific as to what's in them, I suppose. But I won't. I don't want to go there that far just yet. Covered hoppers, empty. Gondola, empty. Oh, coil. So I'm just looking. So we want to load ballast. Coil we want to empty. We want to empty the coils. Definitely. Reefers we're just gonna go one way for now. Tanks we can go both ways. 2-bay. Oops. And I think that's it. Okay. So that'll be our little bit of a guide as we move forward. And we'll take it from there. So we're going to go new industry. So on the name, I'm going to go up. Actually, I'm going to edit the tracks. Save. Sorry, edit. Tracks are assigned. Baldwin 2. Right now the local test symbol is our local train symbol is test. And Baldwin could be on a bunch of them, so really, you know, I'm going to make it a queue. I'm going to go ahead and make it a queue. And I'm going to go back to the other one. So, actually, let me cancel this new industry for a minute. There's a reason why. Because cars for Baldwin can come in on anything. So making it a train doesn't matter. Locals is a different beast because they're going to go on that train. So I'm gonna make that a queue because it's going to be a queue train that comes in. It's going to be, you know, it's going to be a queue 400 or 600 series or whatever the hell it is coming in. There's going to be cars for Baldwin coming in all over from the north. So we'll just call it queue. I'll save that one. Now we'll go new industry. Should I change this? I think I want to do that just to make sure that we got everything. Location queue. Location. Tag or add 2 for add 2 for E, I guess. Whatever. Okay. Okay, so edit the tracks. Edit the industry. Baldwin 2. So over here we call it, I don't know if we can use it the same one. Can I get away with that? I don't think I can. I called it a new industry. I'm going to try it. Something tells me I can't. Okay, so acid, empty, box bulkhead, coil covered hopper, gondola tank 2 bay. The hell is it? No, gondola cut. No, that's not open hopper. I don't want that. Coil covered hopper gondola. They were just kind of out of order there. Kind of threw me for a minute. Q. Okay, so we're calling this Baldwin 2. And I'm going to try to save that. It won't let me. because I have to call that. Oh. Well, that's interesting. Why don't you like that? Is it because of this? Alright, what's your problem? Cancel this, the industry. Okay, what's your problem? We called that Baldwin. It didn't like it for some reason, and I'm not too sure why. Okay, so edit tracks. I hope it's not because of the damn track. Because if it is, then I'm going to have to spread it all the way down. Which kind of sucks. Okay, so we'll call it Baldwin 2. Right out of the gate. We'll go ahead with BLD 2. Local freight symbols queue again. That's fine because you can have the same train serve multiple industries. That's not a problem. Tracks are assigned, so that's good. Back to here again. Acid box, bulkhead, flat. I wonder if it's because of that. I'll just go with Y. Or just E. Box. I don't know what would be causing that. I have a funny feeling it's that. Tracks are assigned. So I'm calling it a different industry but with the same tag name. I don't think I can do that. I'll keep it at 2. Doesn't really matter anyways. Let's see if I'm getting any more from... Hey, Brian. I don't know what's correct. That part I'm not too sure about. If I can repeat. I would prefer to repeat BLD. I don't care about the name so much. It's the tag. It's the tag I gotta watch out for. Now, come to think of it, I think I've seen tags where it has the number 2 in the hump configuration. So let me try it. Let me try it without it. It probably is going to puke at me, but we'll try it anyways. So I'm not too sure what it's doing there. Coil, covered hopper, gondola. I gotta change that. Coil, gondola. Yeah, piss off. There we go. Wow, it's 10:19. Coil, gondola. Covered hopper's on the top, right? Or did I screw that up? No, I screwed that up. I'm getting it confused with open hopper. Alright, now we're good. Empties. Tank and 2 bay. It doesn't like that save. Was it because I changed that, or is there something else I'm missing now? I've got the name Baldwin too. It does not like that. Okay, let me go and edit tracks for a second. Okay, what's it not liking? Help me, Mike. Because I don't know what it's not liking there. I've done this before, it's just been a long time. So this is a new industry. It should... I swear I've seen multiple tags on the same track. So I don't think it's that. I'm gonna try this one more time, and I'm gonna keep the number 2 on everything. So I'll cancel this industry. I'm gonna take a look at Baldwin for a minute. So that's fine, they're all loads or whatever. Oh, you idiot. I didn't put add this industry. Oh, man. Now I feel like an idiot. Okay. New industry. I gotta start from... So, I gotta put in the number 2 to identify the name on that. I'm gonna go ahead with BLD. I'm not used to all these buttons. Okay. Acid. What else did we have on here? Box bolted. Box bolted. Box. Bulkhead flat. Covered hopper coil. Gondola tag 2 bay. Okay, let's see if it accepts that. No, it doesn't like that, but will it do this? Oh, no, it doesn't. What doesn't it like? It's not letting me touch anything. Save? See, it never went into here. I don't know what it's doing. The only thing I can think of is it's this track, but I swear I've seen it before, where it uses the same track. You there, Mikey? Ah, Mikey's there. Okay. Try add industry, then save. Yeah, I did that before. Add the industry. Bingo. Bingo what? That's right, switch. Yes, missing what? You created a new industry. According to that, I didn't. Because Baldwin 2 never showed up. It wouldn't let me. So when I tried to do it... So I want a new industry. Okay. I'm going to go edit the tracks. I want this same track. So it's got it. I've done that. Now, I'm going to try BLD2, just for the hell of it this time. Local freight symbol. I'll still use Q. Acid box bolted. Okay, acid box. Bulkhead flat. Empty. Covered hopper coil gondola. Tank and tube bay. Alright. Add this industry. Alright. So there's a little bit of a bug here. So once I had it and tried to do it, it didn't like it. I had to get it to BLD2. It just did not like it using the same tag. That was what was happening. So now if I go in between, so I'm seeing the difference now. I wish there was a template that you can do, but that wouldn't make much sense. So now if I was to go into, I'll save it. So configuration's in there now. And if I go back to my test train, filter that out, and I go to, close that for a second. Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. Ooh, okay. So, here's an interesting thing. I can rename Q to SB for southbound. And I think I might do that. So, if I go into here, really? Wow, this thing's okay, I'll save that. Okay, there we go. So we're going to call anything that's in southbound now. So I'm going to add the Baldwins. I'm going to add everything. I mean, I may want to separate it. I probably will want to do that. But really, where the separation occurs is if you have a train that's coming in and it has a lot of industries on one, and the other you need a little bit more room, so you could change the filters a little bit, so you could have like a different set. But like if we were to spawn that one, I'll show you. If I was to spawn that, and we go ahead and go over to Ludowiki. I should have saved that spot. Yeah, there we go. Just fly on over there and see the train. So we got some tanks, acid tanks, Now it does save it does block the types, which, I mean, it's okay. But we're seeing like for example the gondolas here. We've got 4 gondolas here, and 4 ballast hoppers. Don't tell me it's going to do that. Oh wow, is it that? Is it that simple? Come on. I guess I have to give it more variables. I really got to play around with this and push its limits a little bit further. Is it going to have 4 of everything? Okay, that's the A's, sorry. Okay, here's the southbounds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. It's doing 4 of everything. Well, not quite. Hang on. Well, maybe not. Hang on a second here. 1, 2. I don't know about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That one had changed. Alright, well, I'll take that. And that one changed too, I think. 3 gondolas? No, it did 4. No, it did 3. Okay, well, I'm cool with that. So it's doing 4, 3. It's blocking everything, but like once you have, let me just delete that there. So the good thing about that, well, the bad thing is it's blocking the car types. You know, it is what it is. It'll be interesting to see once we get down to the different industries, which we're going to try in a minute here. Okay. All fields must be filled. But you can use the same tag, you just never added it and edited tracks prior. I can use the same tag of what? I forgot to save. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, the ratios will be the ratios. It's kind of weird because the ratios work at both ends. So you want the demand at one end, but at the same time you also, your supplies, you want to have a supply that isn't overwhelming. Like, say for example, if you're calling 80 cars in total to the southbounds, you don't want necessarily to have 80 cars in every train. You want to kind of spice it up a bit. So using SB's probably not a good one. I think I can kind of I mean, yes, SB for Some of them, but then it gets interesting because you can get all kinds of combinations. But um, you can have 5 BLDs if you wish, without the different numbers. Can I do that? I'll try that. Let me see if I can do that. So if I go control, but here this has to have the same. It has to have a different name. So if I was to go with this and change it to that, okay. Okay. But this name, whoops, sorry. I wasn't too sure what it was doing, so that's why I was a little bit confused on that. Yeah, the capacities and all that. This is where, well, I gotta try a few things. I want to be able to. You can't have the same name for two different configurations. Like a name has to be different. This is a unique identifier. So that, not so much. Obviously, I can repeat that. I'm gonna try one more, just to throw into the mix there. And yeah, it's gonna have the same ones and all that. I'm okay with that because I know that's going to alter. Because I see it do it all the time with the industries. But I'm going to do Wildwood because it's going to take a while, but I just wanted to try that. Whoops, not that. So it's too bad I can't copy a different name, because if I do that, it just changes the name, as far as I know. Unless... Can I use it as a template? I want to try something. Just out of curiosity. No, that's going to save Baldwin. Yeah. Okay. Just wanted to try it. I don't know what that add this industry button was doing again, unless I had a nude or whatever. Whoops, I have a BLD, not Baltimore. So I don't think I can template, but I'll just see if you guys... Yeah, I figured that. Yeah, I can't read the comments at the same time. Basically, when I go into this is when I'm reading the comments. But you just changed Make a new. Oh boy. So if I have all this information, okay, so I have to basically do a new industry, is what you're saying. Yeah, no, I see. So I can't template it. That's what I mean. I was trying to find a way to template this so that I wouldn't have to copy all that data again. I can go by my notepad. It's not a big deal. That's all I was trying to do. I was just trying to find a sneaky way to do that. What I wanted to call this one, I can't remember. So Wildwood, Florida. Okay. Acid ballast box. Ballast box. Bulkhead. Covered hopper, gondola reefer. Tank and tube bay. Yeah, believe it or not, I've done quite a bit of this before. It's just been a long time. Wildwood 2. Call it Wildwood. Local train symbol southbound. Okay, acid box bulkhead. Acid box. Bulkhead. Acid box bulkhead, covered hopper, coil gondola. Is that it? Oh, tank 2 bay. All right, let's try it one more time. Let's see how it looks now. Wildwood, Baldwin. Okay. So it kind of looks uniform. I wish it would mix it up. But it is what it is. So you lose the randomness of the cars all over the place. It doesn't look too bad. I mean, once you have different numbers, then you know it'll be doing different things. So you got like 1 tank, 2 acid. Wait a minute. Okay, hang on a second here. It did separate the acid in the tanks. At least that's what it seems to me. Unless they were both acids, but I don't think they were. So 2 reefers. Yeah. 2, 1. 2, 1. Okay, whoa, whoa, whoa. That's cool. If that did what I think it just did. Okay, those are the larger ones or what? Then you got the big tanks. And I don't think we had the reefers yet, so it did kind of mix it up. I think. Back to that again. It's kind of repeating, if I'm not mistaken, but looks pretty cool, actually. Like, once I add different numbers, it'll be interesting to see what happens, but I mean, so that really took down 753s, right? So that's why in particular, if I'm going to use 1 local per train, I have to be selective as to what kind of thing I use. So I'll probably end up like you were saying before, is to name how would I do that? Just trying to think of the best way to fight that. In that case, I would say I can do the symbol of this train. Or I can make a whole whack of I mean, the fact that I have a tag as wildwood, I can make a whole bunch of different wildwoods, like different combinations, and you name it, they'll keep on giving industries, and I'll just have them at different capacities or car levels, So here's what's happening. I'll check the chat real quick before I go back into that. It's 10:50, so I'm not going to get much more done. Well, I have multiple trains. Oh, okay, well. But you can use the same tag. You just never added it and edited tracks prior. Okay, never mind. Then you hit out. Then you left. Okay, yeah. Okay. It's like the four thing is because you have it set to one car. Yeah. But yeah, you're mixed a little. Oh, okay, I already seen that. Oh, there is nothing new. No, no template. Unfortunately, each one is one at a time. Yeah. All right. Thanks, man. Um, but anyways, going back to let me get rid of that train. So I didn't do much for taking the server down for 2 hours. I'll put this up in about 8 minutes here. Actually, I'll put it up now. I'll put the server back up now. Let me get us back to the current time. And well, I'll put the server up. I have to do it after the. I can't do it while the while this is running. So I'll have it up in a few minutes, and I'll just show you what I was what I'm looking at here. So in each one of these, whether it's these trains here or whatever, this is where I can start bringing in cars for different ones, and this is where the weights or the counts will start falling into play, and whether or not they're loads and empties and all that other crap. Once that's in a distribution, because we already have what the capacities of the industries themselves are, then allowing it to have its weight, or at least close to its weight, give or take. Doesn't have to necessarily be up to the capacity, but it should be. I would strive for, say, 75% of a capacity of an industry. Shoot for that, because then you're going to go a little bit higher and you're going to go a little bit lower. Some industries you're not going to have very many calls at all. And if I can have that and figure out, the weight of everything, I got to work on the sheets like crazy. This matrix is going to be loaded, and at the same time, Quincy might get some extra information, hopefully, and then I have the outbounds. This could take more than 2 weeks. I got a funny feeling about that, but once I have everything spread out across here, and I've gone through each and one, this is why I've worked too hard in the southeast right now to give it up. There's too much potential here, and I already liked what I saw a little bit of mixing taking place, which is good. I would much rather have a train that works. In other words, a train that comes into the hump and it actually the yard works much better that way. And then I'll deal with the numbers by mixing them up according to, this industry would take this much, and in that case, then I have to change, some of the various configurations of, what Baldwin will I use? Will I use, who knows? I wouldn't be able to call the same one though. That's going to get kind of iffy. So I'm going to have different names for different things, I guess. I don't know how I'm going to do that just yet, but anyways, it's going to be fun. A lot of work. I don't envy that part, but it's kind of fun playing with the numbers, and then once we get through that part, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the industries, apply everything to the particular trains, and make sure I'm well covered. Again, my goal is 75%. I want 75% of the capacity that they're calling for, and then I think that's a good goal to go for. Then everything else from there, filling in the trains so that whether I have calling for 150, if that's what I'm going for, if I want to go for 150, or if I want to go for for whatever the average trains are. The average trains, I think, that they've been coming in have been about, let me just see here. Let's just see here what we got. Oh, that's not going to do it. Let me go way across chart. Do I want to go AEI? I'll go AEI. So hello? Oh, that kind of slowed down on me for a minute. Come on, don't crash on me. So that one was 106 cars. That one was 79. So you get a good amount. So 79, 101. That one is all over the place. That's 116 actually. 86. Some of these are. That one was supposedly 164. But anyways, you get the. So if I aim for, say, 120. Actually, no, I'll aim for 100. I'm just going to aim for 100, and we'll go for 75% and 100. And that'll be my goal. So whatever industries are there, go for 100. Depending on how many, if there's like quite a bit of capacity on one industry, I may broaden that, like maybe double it, go for 200 or something, or something like that. But we'll figure out all that other crap. It'll get there. Anyways, that's it for now, guys. It's 10:59. I'm gonna get the server back up, and I'll let you know. Have a good one. We'll talk to you later. Take care.